Good day, everyone. My name is Nate, and today I'm going to be talking about how to beat Pac-Man 99's Blind Time Attack mode. Blind Time Attack is included as part of Pac-Man 99's DLC, and in my opinion, it's one of the most difficult video game modes ever. At the time of making this video, Pac-Man 99 had only been out for a little over 3 weeks, and only 78 people had actually managed to beat the mode. Now, I've actually managed to beat this mode a couple of times, and today I hope to share with you guys a couple of tips and tricks to beat this mode. Blind Time Attack is similar to normal Pac-Man or Pac-Man 99. You avoid ghosts, occasionally Jammer Pac-Man will appear, and you try to eat as many power pellets and Pac Dots as you can. Now, the goal of Blind Time Attack is to eat 12 fruit before the timer runs out. You can make fruit appear by eating a significant amount of smaller Pac Dots, which is more or less half the Pac Dots that appear on the screen. It's a fairly simple premise, however, you start the game with only 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, and it's probably impossible to eat 12 fruit in that amount of time. So in order to overcome this really small amount of time, you need to add time to your timer. To do this, you need to gain time bonuses. These are awarded to you at the end of each round when you eat the fruit in the center of the screen. However, this really is a blind mode because Pac-Man 99 doesn't give you a lot of hints as to how to gain these time bonuses. Now, after you finish the mode, at the end screen, you'll get a couple of categories showing you where your time bonuses were awarded. I'm going to go over a couple of these categories and explain how you can get various time bonuses from them. First up is the total bonus from ghosts. For each ghost that you eat, you get 1/10 of a second added to your clock. Next is the combo bonus from eating ghosts. Combos are created by eating as many ghosts as possible before the power pellet timer in the center of the screen runs out. 1 or more seconds is awarded for very high combos, and no time is awarded for small to medium combos. Next, I would normally be talking about the bonus from eating all ghosts, but I'm actually going to save that one for last. So instead, I'm going to talk about the Hearty bonus, which is awarded for eating most or all of the Pac Dots on screen, and is 2 or more seconds. The fruit bonus is 2 seconds and is awarded for eating a piece of fruit, and you can also get another 2-second bonus from eating all of the power pellets on screen or not eating any of them. The next bonus is half a second, which is awarded for either waking up all of the sleeping ghosts or not waking up any. And as a reminder, the sleeping ghosts are the little white ghosts in the center of the screen, and you have to touch them in order to wake them up. Now, for the last 3 bonuses, first is the non-stop bonus, which is roughly a second awarded to you for having Pac-Man not stopping during the game. And lastly, we have the drift combo bonus and the drift through bonus, which give you small time boosts for drifting around corners and making sparks fly and phasing through a ghost without dying. Now, I'm not great at either of those last 2 combos, so I don't want to go into super deep detail about them because I don't want to be giving you false information. Now, I've just given an overview of the amount of time that you can get from each of these bonuses. However, one of the weird things about Pac-Man 99's Blind Time Attack mode is that from round to round, the number of seconds awarded for these bonuses seems to change. And so while I've given some exact times for these, they might change from round to round, but it should serve as a general guideline for which bonuses to focus on and which ones to not focus on. Now, that being said, there is still one bonus that I need to talk about, which is the bonus for eating all ghosts, which will give you a whopping 10 seconds added to your clock. Now, in order to achieve this bonus, you have to do something very specific. First, you need to eat a power pellet, and then before that power pellet timer runs out, you need to eat a red ghost, an orange ghost, a pink ghost, and the light blue colored ghost. Now, if you haven't eaten all of the ghosts on screen and your timer runs out, well, you're out of luck and you're not going to get that 10-second bonus. And then again, if you start eating a power pellet, however, if one ghost is already in the cage, you're not going to get that bonus either for eating the remaining 3. You have to eat all 4 ghosts before the timer runs out on your power pellet. Now, you can extend that timer by eating another power pellet, and that will still award you with the 10-second bonus. This bonus is somewhat difficult to get at the beginning of the game because the ghosts are going to go all over the board. However, what I recommend is eating a power pellet and extending that timer in order to eat all 4 of the ghosts. Now, what will happen is all of the ghosts will be trapped in the cage, and when they're trapped in that cage, they'll come out one by one, about 1 second to half a second after each other. So all 4 will exit the cage within about 2 to 4 seconds. Now, during that time period, what you can do is you can eat a power pellet from one of the corners and then go down as Pac-Man and start moving back and forth in front of the cage. Then as the ghosts exit, you can eat them one by one, and you will very quickly be able to get that 10-second bonus. Now, one of the great things about this bonus is you're not limited to getting it one time in a round. You can actually get it as many times as you want, as long as you can eat all 4 of those ghosts before the timer runs out. You could have 40 plus seconds added to your clock just by doing this technique, which will really help you get into those latter rounds and beat this mode. Now, there are two more things that I want to talk about for this blind time attack mode. The first is that as you move into the latter rounds of the game, Pac-Man's power pellet timer's length is going to be variable. What this means is that in round 7, the power pellet timer might go down very fast. However, in round 8, it's not going to go down as fast. What this means for you is that in round 7, you might want to focus on eating all of the Pac Dots to quickly advance to round 8. And then in round 8, you're going to want to focus on eating all of the ghosts so you can get those 10-second time bonuses. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is round 11. And the reason why I want to talk about round 11 is in order to get the piece of fruit to appear, or in this round it's actually a bell that will appear, you need to eat all of the Pac Dots on screen, not just half of them like you normally would in the previous rounds. It's simple, but you want to keep it in mind because it would be devastating if you got up to the 11th round and didn't know you were supposed to do this and then died because you didn't plan accordingly. This actually happened to me many times and I was devastated. And finally, I'd like to share my winning strategy that has helped me to clear this mode a couple of times. First, in the first 2 to 3 rounds, I focus on eating all of the Pac Dots on screen. This helps me to boost speed so that I can clear latter rounds quickly. Second, I focus on setting myself up so that I can eat all 4 of the ghosts and give myself those 10-second time bonuses. Third, I focus on eating all of the power pellets on screen as well as waking all of the sleeping ghosts to give me small but necessary time bonuses. And lastly, whenever I hear that Jammer Pac-Man are going to appear, I set myself up so that I'm near a power pellet so that as soon as those Jammer Pac-Man appear, I eat the power pellet and they disappear and I can go on my way and not be hindered by them. It took me 30 to 40 tries before I was actually able to clear this mode, so don't feel bad if you try a couple of times and you're not able to clear it. It takes practice and a lot of skill. I hope that this video helps you to actually clear this mode, and if you liked it, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!